everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Las Vegas Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. Open man right side is Tony. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now Saquon Barkley, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing Jones. And his throw here's incomplete. Kadarius Toney, his intended target. 3rd down here.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line.
53, check 53.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through. And the Giants are off now with a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Play action. Now it's Carr. Man open. That's Henry Ruggs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Carr going to get this to Jacobs. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he will find his man Ruggs. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good comeback there after the penalty. 9 yards, and it's 2nd and 6.
It's 2nd and 6.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. To throw. He's got the first down inside the 10 and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. And Carr's going to keep it himself. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down. Turn to the power game to try to get in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will. That is not going to get it done. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they come into play here 2-6 on the year. And I guess if you're them, you have to have the mindset of, hey, if we go 7-1, 8-0 down the stretch, we can still get into the playoffs. But CD, to be frank, I don't know that they've shown that they're capable of that this season.
Well, I certainly hope they have that mindset and that they're trying to play to that. But in my mind, from what I've seen, they've got no shot at doing that. This is going to be a tough second half. They've had so many injuries. They've had tough losses along the way. I think you've got guys playing for jobs for next year, and they're playing for positioning in the upcoming draft.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Looking to throw. Jones. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Jones on 3rd down. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jones finding Tony for a Giants first down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Cleveland Farrell able to record his 5th sack of the season. He's going to air one out. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Jones. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
And there's a typical run by Josh Jacobs, one where as a defender, you have to make a decision about how you approach him because he's awfully physical with the ball in his hands. 12 touchdowns on the ground last year after 7 as a rookie, and he's a 1,000-yard rusher in each of his first 2 seasons. Wouldn't surprise me with enough touches, he could easily crack the 1,500-yard mark.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Carr to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And running with power here. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Returning it, John Ross. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, this is a case of improper form from a tackling perspective because When you get ready to go up against a back like this, everyone has to be able to understand you've got to be able to slow him down and let the cavalry come to the rescue. They were nowhere to be found that time, though, and this winds up being a big play.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 7 yards there and a first down. To throw his car. This one into the hands of Hurd. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense as we play here in Week 9 of the 2021 season. Normally, you're slipping kind of past the halfway point, but now with the season expanding to 17 games, you kind of think that teams might look up and say, gosh, we still have a lot of football left to go.
No doubt about it. And remember, they've had their open week already, so this could be a straight shot all the way from here on out. To me, the best coaches, they tell their teams, hey, I'll take care of you during the week. You just leave it all out there on game day, and I'll make sure you're ready for the next one.
Now it's the backup Mariota. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add on to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
I can't believe they even let you play. Mike 5.
Jones now throwing on first down.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. It's Damon Arnett picking it off.
And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe Possibly. They're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Got a man. It's Darren Waller. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. That catch good for only a couple. On second down, Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Both teams making their final adjustments for the second half to come. And to bring the action your way, we go back to MetLife Stadium and Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On play action, it's Carr.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Sheds off the tackle. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on...
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field.
Oh, and Jones has just thrown his third interception.
Picked off at the 24, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
On first down, Hurd. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. A first down and more for Jacobs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
83 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first and 10, here's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
And to give this time to the tailback. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a second and 1.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Yeah, what a great performance so far. Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And now here's Ross. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
Here's Jones on first and 10. That's caught by Galladay. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's a give to Barkley. A gain of 3, second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Again, it's Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, we've had some great running backs in the NFL the last decade or so. And Saquon Barkley might be among the smoothest of them all. What a heck of a run right there.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A gain of 6 there on 1st. From the 31, Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That's caught by Waller out left side. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Carr. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Throwing on first down is Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Carr again. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. He was brought down there by Julian Love. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
That's it, baby.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. On third down, Hurd. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. They'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Throwing on 2nd and 8, Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's David Arnett picking it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Throwing Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point safely through, and that will bump the lead up to 26. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game is played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing deep for Galladay. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Galladay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gano the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return comes Drake.
And he returns this to the 22. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this fourth quarter.
Play action. Now it's Carr.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, now Carr. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver.
And it's 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Second and 10. Now Jones to Barkley on the check down. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Giants on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the rookie from TCU, Trayvon Merritt. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball in a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Now a give to Breida. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
What we got? Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. We want this.
Back to throw. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 13.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Raiders are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Jones. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas,
they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11.